Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning. Okay, girls. Did you ladies try to answer the questions for chapter 6? Oh, sorry. Answer the questions. Okay, girls, any questions that you had a hard time with? Understanding. And why the answer come out to what it is. Yes, girls. No? Okay. Then I guess we can just go on to chapter 7 then. So chapter 7. Now the name is mean, it's okay, just what we can call it, it's okay, range equation. Clear? Okay. Now what I told you girls to do as well was to read on your PRP. Read on your PRF and okay, yes, their relationships too. We can say okay, depth of imaging. Clear? Now what we already, yes, okay, might have said was that, okay, yes, your PRP, that was going to, yes, okay, be the time that it takes the pulse to go. We can say it's okay to certain depth. Yeah. And return back. From that certain depth. Yeah. What then will happen is that, okay, then the transducer main, yes, okay, will repeat sending out, yes, okay, another pulse that will go and return. So this was already, yes, okay, previously, yes, okay, called the pulse repetition period. Clear? In this chapter here, the main, yes, okay, just call, yes, okay, this pulse repetition period here, yes, okay, the go return time. Yeah, okay. Or it may also, yes, okay, be known as the time of flight. Okay. Did that make sense? So that was mainly as okay what we just previously as okay in chapter 4 said was, or we refer to that as the PRP, because it means as okay being going to be as okay when this first pulse here returns, that the system will send out another pulse. Okay. But the time that is going to be from pulse to pulse is mainly as okay something that the system will calculate based upon the depth of the image that we had said. Right, okay. Where we already had said that, okay, yes, the greater the depth, the greater will be, yes, okay, the PRP. Or as we can say, it's okay, it's going to take the pulse at greater time to go and return back before, yes, okay, another pulse can be sent out. Or that's going to be, yes, okay, a repetition of other pulse. Clear? Whereas, okay, if this distance here is okay, was lesser, a lesser depth, what we mainly will have, okay, so we have a lesser PRP, which we also requires, okay, a lesser go and return time, and or yes, okay, a lesser time of flight, and so forth greater. Did you guys get that?
Yes.
Okay. So basically, it's okay. There's nothing about me just saying that his pulse repetition period is going to be as okay equal to or the same as saying go return time. Why time? Mainly because okay, this last P here was for period, which is measured in a unit of time. Okay. there, okay, as this pulse repetition period, or yes, okay, go and return time, yes, okay, also would be the same as saying, calling it the, we said, okay, yes, time of flight. Now you say, okay, again, time mainly because, okay, it is going to, yes, okay, be measuring how much time does it take. Or yes, okay, you can say it's okay, a pulse to make, okay, a completely flight to go to a certain point and return back. Did you girls get that? And all these, yes, okay, all these three, yes, okay, it's me, yes, okay, just the same thing going on there, yes, okay, three different names. Right, okay, it's going to be, yes, okay, directly proportional to the depth of your image. Did you girls get that? So we can say, yes, okay, we have, for instance, yes, okay, great depth, let's say, yes, okay, 5 centimeters. It's going to take a pulse, yes, okay, greater time to go and come back compared to, yes, okay, we talked about, yes, okay, a pulse at a shallow depth, which could have been, yes, okay, because it's okay, just 2.5 centimeters, for instance. Yeah, because in that case, that's okay, the pulse will mean, yes, okay, only have to travel to this depth and then return back. So we'll have, okay, as a shallower depth of imaging, which means it will cause that, okay, as the time that it takes each pulse to go and come back, which we call it, okay, going return time, or yes, okay, the time of flight will be lesser. And that will mainly mean that, okay, yes, we will have a lesser time between, yes, okay, pulse number 1 being sent out, returning back, to pulse number 2, going and coming back. So it's made as, okay, it's going to be as, okay, the time span between this pulse here and this pulse here, that will be called the pulse repetition period. Clear? Okay, but it's all going to be as, okay, directly proportional to the depth. Any questions? Any questions, girls?
No.
Now, girls, as I said earlier, was okay in the previous chapter, ever since it's okay, we start talking about, okay, how the system works. It usually is, okay, uses what we can say is, okay, millimeters per microsecond. Uses as, okay, the speed of sound in soft tissues. As we can say, okay, the rule or ruler to calculate. Okay, so use time of, as you can say, okay, your go and return time. Okay, and or in that case, that's okay, that's okay. Even the depth is going to, yes, okay, be calculated, yes, okay, utilizing this standard or, yes, okay, median or mean speed or intermediate speed of sound in different medias as the common standard. Okay, Although goes, that's okay. This equation here is okay, maybe a little bit is okay, complex to remember, but we can mean it says okay, that okay, as your depth. Clear. And just keep in mind here, okay, that the depth that you get is going to is okay, be in millimeters. Very mean is okay, just consider okay, as 1 millimeter that's going to is okay, 1/10 of a centimeter. Clear, but that's meaning that's okay because the U is okay, the speed of sound which we have here 1.54, which is meaning is okay, the speed of sound when we take it as millimeters per microseconds. Clear. Now, when that, for instance, okay, is calculated or is multiplied by what we as okay just started calling the PRP, which is okay, it says okay, the go and return time. Clear. Which we also as okay could call the pulse repetition period, or we could also call that just okay the time of flight. And if that go and return time is okay is measured in microseconds, and you divide that by 2. That will mean that's okay, tell you it's okay the depth of the image. Or we can say it's okay the depth to which okay as a sound wave will travel and return back. But this is going to be as okay with depth. Did that make sense? So the units that we use or as okay that we get here is mainly as okay based on the factor that okay as if you look at the unit of the speed of sound is measured in millimeters. The unit of speed of sound that we as okay. Sorry, the unit for the speed of sound as far as time is concerned is in microseconds. So that's why it's okay. This has to be it's okay. The go and return time in microseconds. Okay, where we always said that okay, 1 millimeter is 1/10 of a centimeter. You can even go further and say it's okay. That will also it's okay. Be it's okay 1,000 of a meter. Clear. Whereas okay, as a microsecond. No, sorry, nanosecond. No, microsecond. Sorry. Yeah, microsecond. Sorry. Is going to it's okay. Be 1 over it's okay 100,000 of a second. Okay. Now some of you will say, Mike, so why in the is it that we multiplied by 2? Oh, sorry, not divided by 2. That is all because you say, well, okay, this is the speed at which I'm traveling. Right, okay. You can, for instance, say, yes, okay, I travel at a speed and yes, okay, driving my car. Let's see, it's okay. 60 miles per hour. Clear? You may say that, okay, yes, the time it takes me to go and come back from a certain distance. Okay, now that will be as okay, you go and return time. You can say as okay, that okay, yes, it takes me as okay 60 minutes, which we mean here can say that's okay, well, that's okay, be 1 hour. Or not just, let's just say, okay, yes. We keep the standard, okay, we keep the units of time the same. So we can say it's okay, it takes us, let's say that it takes you as okay 2 hours to go and come back. Okay, so it takes us, okay, it's going to take us 2 hours to go and come back. Clear? Okay. And then you say, okay, divide this whole thing here by 2. That's it. You divide this whole thing here by 2. Because you say it's okay, I'm driving 60 miles per hour for 2 hours. Where this 2 hours has mean is okay based on what we call is okay, the time that it takes you to go and come back. Or you mean it's okay, I want to determine it's okay, what is the distance? From it's okay, from my starting point to here. What is this distance here? Which for me is okay, just call it okay, depth. Okay, so pretty much because okay, this gives you okay the go and return time when traveling at okay this speed here. That's why I mean it's okay, we'll just okay divide this by 2, for instance, whatever number. Okay, so in this case it says okay, 60 miles per hour. Okay, and okay, that's the question that comes. Okay, how much do you travel for 1 hour? Which will be 60 miles. Clear? Mainly because okay, this here, that's okay. Last 4 is okay, you're going to charge time. So the distance between yes, okay, you can say your starting point, and yes, okay, the point that you travel to before yes, okay, making a U-turn to return back is 60 miles. Right, okay. Let us just assume that okay, as it had taken yes, okay, 3 hours. Doesn't really matter. Okay. That it took you yes, okay, 3 hours to go and return back. Right, okay, and you still will say, okay, now what is my distance now? That I travel for. Clear? Now you can just do whichever way you want. It doesn't really matter because it comes out to the same. You can divide 3 by 2. That becomes just okay 1.5 if you cut it out like that. Or you can say, well, okay, that's going to be just okay too complicated. We're gonna then have to multiply 60 by 1.5. So you can do it the other way and say, it's okay, 60 divided by 2 becomes 3. And now 3 multiply 30. Okay, so now 30 multiplied by 3 becomes 90. But then you mean it's okay, is that divide that 90 by 2. Clear. So in that case, that's okay. For me, it says okay, that okay, yes, your distance comes out to 45. Okay, so in that case, that's okay. You can say it's okay that the depth would have to be 45 miles. Is that clear? Whereas had it not been asking you, as okay, what is the depth, which is this distance here, the distance from here to here. That's what we call depth. But it's okay, where was okay, as you can say, it's okay, the total distance covered, which will be as okay, distance to go, and then okay, as distance to come back. Now what happened is okay, you can say it's okay, the total distance covered. Then you don't really as okay need to divide by 2. Then you may just say, well, okay, I'm traveling at a speed of 60 miles per hour. Clear? And it takes me, and I'm traveling for 3 hours. How much distance did I cover then? Then it's mainly as okay, just plain multiplication of these two and no division. So if you travel for 60, I travel at a speed of 60 miles per hour for 3 hours, you may say, well, okay, I've been traveling as okay, 180 miles. Okay, so I have to follow the market. Did that make sense? Oh, sorry, it was. I probably shouldn't have divided it, so I was going to check. Okay, it'll have me 90 miles. Did that make sense? But that becomes just okay, the total distance that you traveled, which means I will call us okay, the total distance to go and return back. Clear? But mainly it's okay, mainly because from this equation here, it's okay, we mean it's okay, just use the, I mean it's okay, just will say, okay, what's the distance that we travel for to go? Okay, that's why it's okay, we divide this whole equation here is okay by, is divided by 2. Because the speed that you travel at multiplied by as okay the time for which you are traveling. Mainly as okay, we just give you as okay the distance that you have traveled for. Okay. But when you as okay divide that distance by half, you say, well, okay, I traveled to a certain point, and then okay, as I made a U-turn. But you just want to say, okay, yes, what is the distance that I started travel from? Or yes, okay, travel for. Before yes, okay, reaching a point where I said, okay, it's time to turn around. Then yes, okay, mean divide the total distance by 2, which is here. So that's why this is okay, that will be as okay, the depth of your image. So technically speaking, yes, okay, what we mainly can say is okay, yes, what we do technically is okay, we mainly is okay, just adjust our depth knob. Clear? We can either okay increase the depth by yes, okay, turning this knob here. Clockwise. Or yes, okay, we can decrease the depth by turning this knob here anti-clockwise. Okay. 2 things that may happen. One is what yes, okay, may see on your image screen, for instance, yes, okay, that the numbers, yes, okay, the markers, which actually is okay, indicate is okay, a point of 1 centimeter, that 1 centimeter, that 1 centimeter being gets greater. Clear? Okay. And yes, okay, the number may get of those markers may become less. Clear? Okay. And what you also will see is that, okay, as you increase the depth, is okay, a structure, for instance, okay, which at the first point, yes, okay, was shown here, which is still going to be considered at a depth of 3 centimeters. Actually, is okay, will move up to this point here. Okay. Clear. And what we actually is okay, we start seeing is that's okay, structures or that's okay, objects which wasn't shown when we were at a shallower depth, mainly because okay, the pulse did not travel to those great depth. But mainly as okay, just made a trip back after, let's say, 3 centimeters. Now as okay, we increased the depth to, let's say, 6, 7, or 7 centimeters. Clear? That is okay. That is what you will see on the screen happening. Did that make sense? Okay. But what actually has happened is that, okay, yes, the pulse actually is okay, will be now traveling to a greater depth. Which is okay, now will mean that, okay, yes, that actually is okay. It will have a greater go and return time. Or yes, okay, time of flight. Or PRP. Okay. Which will mean that, okay, yes, there's going to be, yes, okay, a greater time between, yes, okay, this pulse to traveling, yes, okay, this greater depth. And we can say it's okay for it to return back. That was what we call it as okay, go and return time. Because it's only going to be as okay when the pulse returns back that, okay, yes, the system will send out the next pulse. Okay, so what our system, okay, so that's pretty much okay, well, how the system actually is okay, will calculate the time that it needs to is okay, keep between pulse number 1, pulse number 2, pulse number 2, and pulse number 3, pulse number 3, and pulse number 4, and so on. Did you ladies get that?
Yes.
Any questions? So it's pretty much okay as what we as okay in chapter 4 just called the PRP, that now just is referred to as okay the time of flight, or as okay the go and return time. That's okay. We had okay if we decrease the depth. Okay, we decrease the depth. Well, okay, you may see that okay, yes, the distance between yes, okay, your pointers or markers will decrease. Yes, okay, the distance between the markers will increase. Clear? What you actually see is okay with that is okay, you only have yes, okay, 3 or 4 markers, which we says okay, that had been okay as an image of a depth of 3 centimeters. Versus yes, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's say 7 centimeters. Or let's just say there was 6 centimeters, for instance. So that's okay. This greater depth here actually is twice the orange. Or we can say, okay, the orange is going to be as okay, half the blue. Right, okay. Therefore, it's okay for the orange depth, which is a shallow depth. Going to half the blue PRP. Or time of flight or go return time. Right, okay. Whereas, okay, yes, for your blue, which is a greater depth, is going to, yes, okay, be twice the PRP, go and return time or time of flight for the pulse, twice of the time for the orange. Because the distance doubled, the depth doubled. Did you girls get that? But here, yes, okay, when we say depth, this depth here means, yes, okay, is going to be, yes, okay, the distance from here to here. Just this distance here. And we can say, okay, 1 way. Here, which is going to, as okay, be marked here or here. As okay, at this point here, okay, we'll say it's okay, 6 centimeters. Okay. Whereas if it says total distance, you can make that way, that's just going to be equal to, yes, okay, that distance or one-way distance. From here to here, doubled. Because you go, you come back. Right, okay. Or as we can say, let's say that, okay, as the distance from the school's building to the Dunkin' Donut is 500 feet. So when you go to Dunkin' Donut from the school, yes, okay, what did you do? You just travel the distance of 500 feet, right? Did that make sense? Okay. But then, yes, okay, you also come back, so that's another 500 feet. So how much distance did you cover then? Ladies, if you're not willing to have this class, I can finish it right now. I don't mind. You can do chapter 7 on your own. Okay, you have traveled or covered this another 1,000 feet. It might have taken you, okay, 5 minutes to go from the school to the Dunkin' Donut. But then it would take you, okay, 10 feet to go and 10 minutes to go and come back. Does that make sense? So it's really not physics, it's just a matter of, okay, it's common sense. Okay. And in this instance here, we can say, okay, we take, yes, okay, 10 minutes to cover a distance of 1,000 feet. which is to go and come back. What is going to be your speed then? How fast or slow is it that you will be walking? If you cover a distance of 1,000 feet in 10 minutes.
Professor, are we using the 1.54 meter times go return time over 2 equation?
If you want to do it that way.
Because I got 7. I don't know if that's
No,
right.
no, but listen, you have to listen to the numbers that I gave you. I say you travel a distance of 1,000 feet in 10 minutes.
Uh-huh.
So what is your speed at? What's the speed at which you're traveling then?
10 feet. I don't know. Could you do it out?
You travel a distance of 1,000 feet in 10 minutes. So what is going to be your speed? It's in the question.
Oh, 10 minutes? Like my speed is 10
But what is your
feet.
speed? When you say
Oh.
10 minutes, that's the time. I say that's the time that it takes you to travel 1,000 feet.
Is it 100 feet per minute?
Exactly.
Okay, we got there.
Okay, it's 100 feet per minute. Clear? Okay. Because, okay, we said, okay, as to travel, okay, from the school to the Dunkin' Donut, that was a distance of 500 feet. That took you 5 minutes to go from the school to Dunkin' Donut, right? But that was just, okay, you were going distance. Then you return back. So it was going to take you another 5 minutes to come back. So that's a total of 10 minutes, but it's okay. What's the distance that you traveled? 500 feet to go, 500 feet to return back. So that becomes 1,000 feet in 10 minutes. Or you can say it's okay, 500 feet in 5 minutes. It's the same. Right, okay. But when we say it's okay, but if I say, okay, what was the distance from the school to the Dunkin' Donut? It took you 5 minutes to get there. You are traveling at a speed of 100 feet per minute. Right, okay. You're traveling at a speed of 100 feet per minute. It takes you 5 minutes. So it's going to 500 feet.
Yeah.
Or as the equation says, that's okay. If you're traveling at a speed of 100 feet per minute, it takes you, it's okay, 10 minutes to go and come back. You can maybe also multiply those two and say it's okay, 100 feet per minute, 10 minutes to come back. So 100 multiplied by 10 is 1,000. Clear? But we may say, okay, then what's the distance from the school to Dunkin' Donut? You divide your go and return time, which was multiplied by the speed at which you're traveling by 2. And we'll come out and say, okay, yes, it's a distance of 500 feet. Okay, so what is that the system will say here is, okay, it will take anybody that is going to, as okay, be sent out 10 minutes to go to the Dunkin' Donut and come back. So if I want to send anybody to a distance of, it's okay, from the school to Dunkin' Donut, I have to give them at least 10 minutes. I'll say, well, okay, the next girl will be ready in 10 minutes because then it's going to be her turn. Clear? Whereas if I send somebody on a greater journey, let's say it's okay, from the school down to the highway, you travel, let's say you're still going to be traveling at the same speed. Okay, but let's just say that the distance between us, okay, the school and highway is 1,000 feet. Now it's going to just, okay, take you 10 minutes to go. And then 10 minutes to come back, right? So that go and return time is going to now be 20 minutes. Did that make sense? So just because, okay, we increase the depth, what's going to happen? The go and return time is going to increase. Our time of flight is going to increase. But what is this go and return time? What is this time of flight here? This is nothing but what we as okay in chapter 4 just referred to as the pulse repetition period. Because only as okay when estimated, okay, as the person will be back, I say, okay, next pulse or next go, do it in 10 minutes now, 20 minutes now, 30 minutes now. All dependent upon is okay, the distance that I'm sending you out to is okay, go to and come back. So what we mainly as okay, just see in our images that okay, yes, we are able to just okay, visualize deeper and deeper and deeper structures. What the system has to do. Okay, this is pretty much okay. All yes, okay, what the system does is that okay, as I say, well, okay, I'm just being asked, yes, okay, send the pulse out to a greater depth from 2 centimeters to 3 centimeters. What is this going to do? It's going to just okay, increase the pulse repetition period accordingly. Why? Because okay, that go and return time for that pulse is going to increase as well. Did that make sense? Okay, and the reason that they use 1.54 is okay, millimeters per microsecond. That was made as okay, just the mean standard of speed in any tissue, where baby says okay, and what was that mean standard tissue? That was what we call soft tissue. Clear? Okay, which had this speed here. Or that speed could also is okay, be 1,540 meters per second. Okay, so the system mainly as okay, just use the mean intermediate or median speed of sound in any media to calculate the go and return time or the pulse repetition part time or the time of flight, all dependent upon the depth. Clear? So in this equation, it's okay here. The only thing that actually is okay changes is the go and return time. The speed remains constant. Did that make sense?
Yes.
So that's why it's okay. I said, okay, yes. All these fellows here, the time of flight, the go and return time, and or PRP are one and the same thing. Okay, which I mean is okay, just new names for what we is okay in the previous chapter or chapter 4 called pulse repetition period. What was this pulse repetition period? We can mean it's okay, just say if this is a pulse and this is a pulse, Clear? It was me, yes, okay, it's going to be, yes, okay, what's the time from beginning of this pulse to the beginning of this pulse? Which means it's okay, now it's a period, so that means it's okay, going to be measured in time, at which a pulse is being repeated. Now, for instance, okay, we had a shallow depth. What will help is going to just okay, take this pulse here, as okay, a shorter time to go and return back, which will mean that there will be as okay, a shorter time span between the beginning of pulse number 1 and pulse number 2. Whereas, okay, we had a, let's say, it's okay, greater depth. That will mainly mean that it is okay, we'll have a greater pulse repetition period. Or we can mean says, okay, that's going to be, it's okay, a greater time span between, it's okay, this pulse here being produced and sent out. It's okay to the next pulse being produced. Why? Because it's going to take this pulse here, it's okay, greater time to travel to its greater depth and return back. Right? Did that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. But yes, okay, this equation here that says depth is equal to, yes, okay, 1.54 micrometers per millimeters per microsecond, multiplied by the go and return time divided by 2. Is okay, you can say it's okay. Maybe it's okay, a little complicated way of, okay, yes, determining what we can say is okay, the depth of your reflector or depth of image. Okay, girls, and please now keep in mind when I say it's okay, depth of image. That okay, yes, if this here is your image, then mainly it's okay, we can say it's okay. The distance from here to here. This distance is going to be called depth. Is that clear? Now, ladies, base, that's okay, we can say utilizing, yes, okay. This number here. As you say, as okay, was okay as the intermediate speed of sound. Okay, and where do we find that? In soft tissues. So again, as okay, mean as okay, what I said earlier is okay when we talked about different speeds of sounds and different medias and so on. So I said, well, okay, just remember the one for soft speed, or that's okay for the speed of sound in soft tissues, because that's me is okay going to be, it's okay, the golden standard number that we will come back to again and again and again and again. Clear? Okay, so mainly as okay, taking this as okay, we can say as okay, the mean or intermediate speed of sound. they mainly as okay created what we call as okay, or what is going to be as okay, what we call as okay, the 13 microsecond rule. Is that clear?
Yes.
And girls, now what is it that this 13 microsecond rule here is going to as okay talk about? It will mainly as okay, just mainly as okay refer to as okay be talked about how much of a distance will the sound travel in 13 microseconds. Okay. Now, girls, one thing that, okay, this distance here mainly is going to as okay, what we later on as okay may refer to as okay a total distance. Or as okay, this whole as okay 13 microsecond rule here actually is okay is going to as okay apply to the go and return time. Okay. There it mainly says, and keep in mind, okay, as it's going to as okay be as okay taking soft tissue as okay as the standard. Okay, so as we can say, okay, it's 13 microsecond rule is that in soft tissues, right? Okay, we can then say, okay, it takes, okay, let's say the time taken, because that's okay by sound is 30 microseconds. And okay, yes, to travel a distance of 2 centimeters, which may or mean now that okay, yes, 1 centimeter deep. Okay. Mainly because okay, yours 13 microsecond rule is okay applies to yes okay the or utilize okay talking about is okay the go and return time. There, okay, which will indicate okay that we can say it's okay if we do it this way and see that we have an image which let's say is okay that this here is okay as 1 centimeter deep. Clear. So this distance here is okay is 1 centimeter deep. So what it mainly says is, okay, yes, is going to take a pulse produced by the transducer, 13 microseconds, to travel to this depth of 1 centimeter and back. Did that make sense? So you can say this 1 centimeter here, that's going to be, it's okay, what we can call it, okay, that will be, it's okay, the depth of image. Mean it's okay, just the depth from here to here, or from top of the image to the bottom of the image. Which in this case is okay, if that is 1 centimeter, it will mean it's okay, take the pulse 13 microseconds to travel this distance and go back. Right, okay, so when you say it's okay to go and come back, what does that apply for? That's going to be as okay for the go and return time. So the depth of your image was 1 centimeter, but the total distance that your sound wave travel actually is okay, was 2 centimeters, because 1 centimeter to go, 1 centimeter to return. Okay. So yes, okay, this 13 microsecond rule here is mainly as okay, everything. Used to, yes, okay, calculate the depth of your reflector. Is used to using it like calculate the depth of image. Okay. Now, for instance, now there's different way that you can be asked, because the may says, okay, it takes a sound wave 26 microseconds right, okay. Or you can say, okay, the go and return time. Or they can also say, okay, refer to that as okay, that's the time of flight. Or they can also say, okay, refer to that as okay, as the PRP. And they'll say, okay, your go and return time or time of flight or PRP is 26 microseconds. And then they may ask, yes, okay, what is your depth? Now to get that depth, that's why it's okay, I say it's okay, this 26 microseconds here, just keep in mind that, okay, that applies, but it's okay to go and return time. But it's okay if you travel at a speed of 26 microseconds. Oh, sorry, 13 microseconds. It takes you to travel a distance of 1 centimeter to go and come back. So in this instance, it's okay, you mean it's okay, just divide this 26 here by 13. And whatever distance you get, it's going to be as okay, the depth, which will be 2 centimeters. What I mean that, okay, yes, in this instance, yes, okay, the depth of your image, which is the distance from here to here, would have been 2 centimeters. Did that make sense? But then they could also, yes, okay, ask you then, okay, yes, what is the total distance traveled by the sound wave? And that mean is okay, just be the distance from here to here, which is 2. You can add as okay, just double that first distance. Or you can add it up. Okay, and you can say, okay, we're had being 2 to go plus. You can say, okay, 2 to return back. So in either case, that's okay. What you get here is we can say, okay, that the total distance would have been 4 centimeters. 4 centimeters. Did you girls get that? We can just increase our depth and say, yes, okay, what is this distance here? Is okay. For instance, okay, was 3 centimeters. So that here is okay. That is 3 centimeters. Now they may ask you, that's the same question, just in a different way. Ask you, it's okay, what is your go and return time? That's just going to be the complete opposite as what you did here. Because here they gave you, it's okay, the depth of your image. And ask you to calculate the go and return time. So what are you going to do? You may, yes, okay, just going to, yes, okay, multiply that 13 microsecond or 13. You may, yes, okay, just going to multiply that by your depth. And you actually, it's okay, get out that, okay, yes, your go and return time is going to be 39 microseconds. Did that make sense? Okay, which means that, okay, yes, it will take the pulse 39 microseconds to go and return back at depth. I'll go to a depth of 3 centimeters and return back. Okay, where they say, well, okay, this is the depth of your image, which was this. Okay, but then they may ask you, yes, okay, what is the total distance? That's it. Of yes, okay, yes, okay, of the sound wave that the sound wave travel. Nice thing is going to be is okay here, that here, yes, okay, you can do this in 2 ways. You can either say, yes, okay, I'm going to yes, okay, just to multiply this depth here. Yes, okay, I can multiply by 2. Or I can just do it the other way and say, yes, okay, 3 centimeters to go. And we can say it's okay, plus 3 centimeters to yes, okay, return back. In either case, you'll say, okay, that the total distance that the sound wave traveled has been 6 centimeters. Did you girls get that?
I have a question.
Yes, my dear.
So we will always either multiply by 13 or divide by 13 to get the total,
Well,
not the sum.
My dear, it depends upon the data that you're being given. Okay, we can say it this way, it's okay. That if they say the PRP of a sound wave, and let's say it's okay, soft tissue. They may not even give you, it's okay, the thing soft tissue. But anyways, okay, so that's okay, the PRP of a soft or a sound wave is let's say it's okay, 26 microseconds. That's the data you've been given. Now they may ask you, what is the depth of image? Now, what you mean by depth of image is how deep is your image? What is this distance here? The only thing you'll be given is okay, yes, that PRP or go and return time, or it's okay, time of flight is 26 microseconds. Now to calculate, yes, okay, the depth of image. In this case, yes, okay, what you mean is okay, what you need to do is you will have to, yes, okay, say what like I had. Time of flight was 26 microseconds. Okay. And in this case, that's okay. You mean it's okay. Just have to divide that by 13. Okay. So when you do that, what do you get? You get the depth of image, which is going to be okay, 2 centimeters. That may mean that okay, the distance from here to here was 2 centimeters. Did that make sense?
Yes.
Good. Now let's say it's okay, the same data has been given. Right, okay. But they ask you what is the total distance traveled by, yes, okay, the sound wave, for instance. Clear? Now, mainly as okay, to get that, you most likely is okay, well, yes, okay, you have to, yes, okay, calculate this distance, which we already did, right? Okay, which was 26 divided by 13 gave us 2 centimeters. Well, here they say, okay, what is your total distance traveled? What would that total distance mean? The distance to go 2 centimeters and to return 2 centimeters. That will become your total distance. How do you get that? You mean it's okay, multiply the depth of your image by 2. If this was 2 centimeters, you could say, okay, I just add another 2 centimeters onto it. In either case, okay, what becomes your answer? 4 centimeters, right? Did that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So, yes, okay. One thing that most people misunderstand is that don't, yes, okay. That is that the 30 microsecond rule. Yes, okay, it's going to yes, okay. Is mean it's okay because we're determining the depth of image. That the depth of image means it's okay, it's that one-way measurement. Okay, but mainly it's okay by using or saying that it takes a sound wave 13 microseconds to go and come back at per centimeter. So for each centimeter, it will take 13 microseconds to go and come back. And okay, that's another 30 microseconds to go and come back for each centimeter. So what if you, for instance, you can say, okay, if you need, yes, okay, calculate the depth. You can say, okay, what we mean here is going to, yes, okay, with depth of image. If that's what you need, yes, okay, calculate what is it that you do? You mean, yes, okay, will need, yes, okay, divide your go and return time, or which we call ERP, or which we also as okay call as okay, sorry, the time of flight. This go and return time of flight, or pulse repetition period here is going to just okay be divided by 13. That is going to give us the depth of image. Is that clear?
Yes.
Whereas you can also say, if you, for instance, okay, are being asked to, yes, okay, calculate the go and return time, which you also call PRP, or, sorry, the time of flight. Right, okay. What we mainly is okay, the way that we do that is that we actually is okay. Now just imagine that okay, the only factor that we are giving is the depth of image. They say, well, okay, your depth of image is, let's say, it's okay, 3 centimeters. How will you determine what your go and return time is going to be? And that's mean it's okay, where we here, it's okay, mean it's okay, just well, multiply that by 13. For instance, Okay, so this was the equation, right? To me, it's okay that you are asking. Well, okay, your depth of image is 3 centimeters. But they ask you to calculate your goal return time. What is it you mean? Yes, okay, this will do. You will say, well, okay, yes, just multiply that by 13. Where did that 13 come from? Whether it's here or here, mainly it's okay, both based on yes, okay, the 13 microsecond rule. Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay, but please, girls, what this 13 microsecond rule tells, okay, yes, that in soft tissue is okay. It takes a sound wave 13 microseconds to travel to a depth of 1 centimeter and back. So this is me as okay, just going to be as okay. The time to travel to a depth of 1 centimeter and back. And maybe because that's going to be as okay, back and forth, that's why it's okay. It applies to it's okay, the go and return time. So what the sound actually does, it travels, yes, okay, actually it's okay, it travels a distance of 2 centimeters, because 1 centimeter to go, and 1 centimeter to return. That would take 13 microseconds. Now, based on that, I would mean, yes, okay, just then ask you, what will it take a sound wave to travel to a depth of 2 centimeters? Or how much time will it take a sound wave to travel to a depth of 2 centimeters?
26 microseconds?
No,
No?
so how much time will it take a sound wave to travel to a depth of 2 centimeters? Yes,
13
girls.
Seconds,
Huh?
13
13 what?
microseconds.
Why?
That's the total distance traveled there and back.
Uh, okay, go. Just give me a sec. Chew upon this one. Yes, goes. What do you think the answer is and why? It's written in the question, goals. What does the question here say? They're asking us, okay, how much time? Does it take a sound wave to travel to a depth
Is it 26 milliseconds?
of 2 centimeters?
Is it 26?
No, it's not. What does this say? Oh, not just this. Because what does this read here?
So,
Good. And what does it mean to chew?
Is
Well, just go to Dunkin' Donut.
that the go time he's asking for?
No. Just go to Dunkin' Donut. You're just asking us, okay, what time does it, how much time will it take you to go? It didn't ask anything, it didn't say anything about it's okay to go and return. It didn't say it's okay, PRP or time of flight. It just asking us, okay, how much time does it take you to go start from here to go here? Now the answer was 13 microsecond. Okay. Because I'm only asking about is okay, going to a depth of 2 centimeters. I am not talking about returning back. So if it takes you, yes, okay, for the first centimeter, 13 microseconds, well, that's going to yes, okay, to go and come back. And likewise, okay, as 13 microseconds, but again, it's okay to go and come back. Did that make sense? So when you says, okay, the totally is okay, go and return time, or 2 centimeters will be 6.5 microseconds and another 6.5 microseconds. That's just the go time. For a depth of 2 centimeters. Or time 2, right? Okay. And then another to go back. Per centimeter. It's written here. It doesn't talk, it does not ask you about the go or return time. It just says to reach that depth. That's why I said, please keep in mind that the 13 microsecond rule is going to be as okay the time that it takes the sound wave to travel to a depth of 1 centimeter and come back. So per certain centimeter depth and coming back is going to take my 13 microseconds. But here I didn't ask you to send the pulse wave back or calculate the time that it takes it to come back as well. I just say, okay, it should travel too. So just like saying, well, okay, just go to Dunkin' Donuts and stay there. Don't come back. Did that make sense?
Yes.
And that's why I say it's okay. Where were we? Just say that, okay, so if you, for instance, okay, are given, yes, okay, time of flight. And that's why I say it's okay, it talks about, it's okay, the go and return time. It talks about, it's okay, the total time to, yes, okay, go and come back, which will be, it's okay, your time of flight. Which means, okay, will just be, it's okay, the time between, it's okay, this pulse here being sent out. And okay, as it has to return back before, yes, okay, the next pulse will be sent out. So that's okay, the time between this first pulse here and okay, as the second pulse here, that was what we already call the pulse repetition period. But I intentionally, as okay, did not tell you, as okay, where's the pulse repetition period here? Or what's the go and return time? Or time of flight? I just say, okay, how much time will it take a pulse to travel to a depth of 2 centimeters? That's to travel, yes, okay, this one-way trip here. Clear? Had I say, yes, okay, had I asked you, yes, okay, how much time will it take a pulse to, it's okay, go and return? Or I guess it's okay, because again, what is the PRP or go and return time or time of flight of a pulse to travel a distance of 2 centimeters to a depth of 2 centimeters? Then you go and say, it's okay, 13 multiplied by the depth, which will be 2 centimeters. And you get, okay, it's 26 microseconds. Read on the first paragraph of your 13 microseconds rule. Or we can take it together. 13 microsecond rule. Now, what does it say? The 13 microsecond rule always applies when sound wave is traveling softly. Okay, good. We just take that as a normal standard, okay, or mean standard, which mainly means for every 13 microseconds, and what does it say next? Of go and return time. Right, okay. The object created a reflection is 1 centimeter deeper in the body, which mainly means that, okay, the sound wave has traveled a depth of 1 centimeter. Okay. Then they gave you the examples, but you can mean yes, okay, just look at your table. 7.1. So I say that's okay, 1 or 13 microsecond. What does it say next to it? 1 centimeter. That's the depth of your reflector. You can say it's okay, depth of image. Did that make sense? Clear? Whereas total distance traveled is 2 centimeters. So your image is 1 centimeter deep, but you says, okay, the total distance that the sound travels is 2 centimeters. But for that depth of 1 centimeter, it takes the sound wave 13 microseconds to go and come back. Clear? Next, time of flight, pulse repetition period, go and return time, whichever term you want to call it under. 26 microseconds. Your depth of reflector, or depth of image, in this case is 2 centimeters. Clear? So what that means, to travel to a depth of 2 centimeters and come back will take your sound wave 26 microseconds. Now, since the distance to go and come back, okay, sorry, since the distance to go was 2 centimeters, then the distance to go and come back is going to be twice that, right? So total distance traveled will be 4 centimeters. You can go on to the next one, 39 microseconds. The total time of flight, PRP, go and return time. Now, what is going to be your depth of image here, or depth of reflector? 3 centimeters. Clear? Which means that's okay, the pulse travel is okay to a depth of 3 centimeters. Clear? Okay. But I would take it 13, that's okay, 39 microseconds to travel to that depth of 3 centimeters and return back. Right, okay. But when you say, okay, then what is the total distance traveled? It's going to be as okay, the depth of your image doubled. And then you go on next one, 52 microseconds. A reflector of, or depth of image is 4 centimeters. Okay, so it would take us, okay, a sound wave is if traveling at a speed of 13 microseconds. Okay, per centimeter back and forth. It would take us, okay, 52 microseconds to travel to a depth of 4 centimeters and come back. But then your total distance in this case is going to be 8 centimeters. Right? Okay. And you can go on and say, as okay, 5 centimeters depth. That's going to be, okay, 65 microseconds. So if your image is 5 centimeters deep, it's going to take that pulse, a single pulse, 65 microseconds to travel to the depth of 5 centimeters and return back. But where the total distance is going to be, okay, 10 centimeters. Because 5 centimeters to go, 5 centimeters to return back. Clear? 6 centimeters. .78 microseconds. And so on. Clear? Okay. So as I said, girls, please keep in mind that, okay, yes, that the time that you may be given as, okay, yes, the go and return time, which we also can, okay, say, or be as, okay, the time of flight. Or as, okay, which be as, okay, will be as, okay, your pulse repetition period. Okay. Whatever number you are given. And if you, yes, okay, 1, 2, yes, okay. Determine the depth. Where we can say, okay, depth of reflector or depth of image. In that case, that's okay, you mean it's okay, you're going to divide your time of flight by 13. And that will give you that. Did you guys get that?
Yes.
So whatever number you are given here, if that is 1, oh, sorry, it says okay. 13, 26, 39, 52, 65, and so on. When you divide these numbers here by 13, is going to give you as okay the depth of image, which will become as okay 2, 3, 4, 5. And or 1, for instance. Centimeters. Did you girls get that?
Yes.
Good. Okay. Whereas, okay, yes, if you, for instance, okay, were asked to, yes, okay. Let's choose America. Okay. Yes, okay, the total distance traveled. That means, yes, okay, just be the depths of image. The yard is okay, may calculate, or may, yes, okay, just can be given in the question. The mean is okay, just multiply that depth by 2. Because what I'm going to say, okay, that's going to say is okay, what is the distance to travel to that specific depth and return back? Okay. Any questions? But if it charges, if you are asked how much time does it take you to come back? You ask for how much time does it take you to go? Right. So yes, okay, that 13 microsecond rule applies for us, okay, the go and return time per centimeter. Depth of reflector. Right, okay. Whereas if you can say it's okay, on the other hand, they may say it's okay. If you are given the depth, and okay, yes. If you're given the depth but asked, yes, okay. Calculate the time of flight. That means it's okay, just going to be it's okay. We can say it's okay. Now be watchful here that it's going to it's okay, be the depth of image or depth of reflector. That is going to it's okay, be multiplied by 13. Okay. And that's going to give you yes, okay, the time of flight, go and return time, or PRP. But the thing that is okay, they mean it's okay, just will multiply by 13 is just going to be it's okay, the depth of image. Okay. Do not multiply the total distance by 13. Did I make myself clear on that one? So it's going to be as okay, the depth of reflector or depth of image that is going to get multiplied by 13 to determine the precipitation period, go and return time, or time of flight. If you multiply the total distance traveled by 13, you're going to get a depth of reflector, which is going to be twice what is going to be the actual. So we see that, okay, yes. So what we answer here, the total distance traveled by a sound wave is 6 centimeters. And what is your PRP? Yes, girls,
Would that be 39 microseconds?
Mhm.
39 microseconds. Right, okay. So yes, okay, you can mean it says, okay, dividing this by 2 is going to just, okay, give us the depth of image. And then you mean it's okay, multiply that depth of image by 13. Clear. So it's going to be as okay. 3 centimeters to multiply by 13 becomes 39 microseconds. But just as it says, okay, here, you might have been caught by this. Okay. So as okay, same question as okay, you may be giving us okay, this one here as an option. Or you may even be giving us okay, you can say 65 microseconds as an option. Oh, sorry. For those of you who may okay, just multiply us okay, this by 13 would get okay as an answer, which is going to be given here, but which would then be wrong. Any questions?
No,
Okay. Okay, girls, now. Just take a short break, should we say 10 minutes? Try to read over it again, and if something pops up, let me know. Okay, ladies. Does anybody have any questions at this moment? Yes, goes.
No.
So this chapter here is okay, pretty much okay. It's just again it says okay, confirm what we already did in chapter 4, where we said the pulse repetition period was directly proportional to depth. Clear? The main yes, okay, thing that just changed here is that okay, we just renamed frequency, sorry. I mean, yes, okay, just renamed, yes, okay, this pulse repetition period here as the go and return time, which means yes, okay, just how much time does it go need to take to go and return, which means yes, okay, just will become yes, okay, what is the time of flight? Right, okay. So this relationship means okay, just that's okay, no, because it's okay that these two here also is okay will be directly proportional to your depth, mainly because going return time and time of flight, I mean it's okay, just two other ways of talking of the same time, which is the pulse repetition period. Which may mean it's okay, be how much time do we need between is okay the first pulse, which is okay go and come back from a certain depth, and the second pulse. The other only thing that we as okay just did in this case here was saying that okay, yes, we actually is okay now are able to just okay calculate our pulse or repetition period, which we also is okay called go and return time, and okay as time of flight. If we for instance okay know the depth of image. Okay, maybe means that okay, yes, okay, to calculate, yes, okay, our pulse repetition period, go and return time, so on. So if we made this okay, just multiply this depth here by 13 microseconds. Where did we get these 13 microseconds from? Mainly is okay from the 13 microsecond rule. Yeah, but we can make says okay, this number here stays fixed. So as we is okay, at a greater and greater depth, what is going to happen is that okay, as the pulse repetition period will be greater and greater and greater. Or on the other hand, is okay, if this 13 number is to multiply by as okay, a smaller number, which means there will be a smaller depth. That may mean that, okay, as our pulse repetition period, go and return time of flight will be lesser. Right. So mainly as okay, us just as okay, adjusting the depth, as I said. It is going to just okay, tell a component in the system called the pulsar. We'll talk about that fellow in another chapter. Okay. But that's actually it's okay where the pulse repetition period is okay will be calculated by the system. And say, well, okay, because we had a load depth as 3 centimeters. So what is going to be as okay the pulse repetition period that will be needed? Okay, that may yes, okay, just be 39 microseconds. So it's mainly going to be as okay the job of the pulsar to make sure that there is a 39 microseconds time or period between the first pulse and the second pulse, the second pulse and the third pulse. So that time span between this pulse to this pulse, this pulse to this pulse, and so on will be 39 microseconds. Whereas if you get to it's okay to a greater depth, let's say it's okay not to go to bananas, well, okay, we can go 4 centimeters depth. Okay, it is okay. I mean, it's okay, that's going to be just okay multiplied by 4, which means that okay as our total pulse repetition period will be as okay 52 microseconds. We then now mean okay as between pulse to pulse to pulse to pulse to be sent out. That will be as okay a 52 microsecond interval between each consecutive pulse. Mainly because the system mainly has estimated okay that's going to just okay be the time that will take to go and return back. Did you girls get that?
Yes.
Okay. So not only as okay has this as okay relationship between PRP and depth just be as okay reconfirmed that the greater the depth, the greater the PRP, lesser the depth, lesser the PRP, because they were both directly proportional to whether. But also as okay, if we have the depth, are we able to calculate the PRP? Yes. Right, okay. How? Depth of reflector is mean as okay, just going to be multiplied by 13, and that gives you the pulse repetition period. Okay. I mean, because okay, this here is okay, uses microseconds, just keep in mind, okay, as your pulse repetition period also then has to be expressed in terms of microseconds. Whereas it says, okay, on the other hand, if you had, or okay, yes, okay, we can say, okay, you are given the depth, and where yes, okay, asked to, oh, sorry, if you, for instance, okay, was given, yes, okay, the ERP, and was asked to, yes, okay, calculate the depth. Then you may just okay, just divide your PRP by 13 microseconds. that gauge, okay, just have to make sure that, okay, yes, the PRP here is okay, its value is going to be expressed in microseconds. For me, it's okay, dividing is okay, the PRP's duration expressed in microseconds by 13 microseconds will give you, yes, okay, the depth of the image. Clear? And whichever way is okay, if you have the depth of your image, you can mainly say, okay, total distance. Which means, okay, just going to be equal to that depth doubled. Okay. But this depth here is okay, is going to, yes, okay, if it's given in centimeters, then okay, yes, this will be, yes, okay, also expressed in centimeters. Okay. This depth here is okay, it can be expressed in millimeters, but then you just have to make sure, yes, okay, say that, okay, yes, that the number that you get here is going to be, yes, okay, 10 times the value in centimeters. So if you get, that's okay, a depth of 3 centimeters. Three centimeters, that's double, that becomes okay, 6 centimeters. That 6 centimeters actually going to be as okay. You can say 60 millimeters. Or this 6 centimeters can also, yes, okay, be 60,000 micrometers. And you can go on like that. Any questions, girls?
No.
Okay. So Yemi says, okay, that the last topic for this chapter is mainly going to be, okay, the relationship between PRF and, okay, this is okay, the depth of image. Now, if you guys did what I told you to this Friday, we already know that, okay, yes, PRF is inversely proportional to depth. Right? And how? Basically, it's okay, you can take it the long way and say it's okay, PRP and depth, they were directly proportional. Now we can then say that, okay, as PRP and PRF are inversely proportional. Clear. Okay, so since either way, since these two here is okay, are going to be directly proportional to one another, then it's going to also okay because it's okay. That will mean it's okay. Make PRF, which is inversely proportional to one of these, is going to also can become inversely proportional to. So PRF is going to be okay inversely proportional to. Now we also know, girls, that PRP and PRF are not only as okay inversely proportional, but they were also as okay reciprocal. Right? Yeah, we could say that's okay. If we had, for instance, okay, a PRP, for instance, okay, of 1 microsecond. That would actually mean that we will have a PRF of 1 megahertz. Which means to me that there actually will be as okay 1 million pulses going and coming back in each second. Did that make sense? Okay. But the only thing that we can say is that, okay, as based on all this, since yes, okay, both PRP and depth were directly proportional to one another. So since one of these is going to, yes, okay, be inversely proportional to PRF, the other one is also going to be, yes, okay, inversely proportional to PRF. We then just make it okay. That PRF hence is going to, yes, okay, be inversely proportional to depth, which was directly proportional to PRP. Did you girls get that? Okay. So what it mainly is, okay, just confirm because, okay, we can increase the PRP and just say it's okay. So let's say it's okay. Here we have a low PRP, which is going to just okay give us okay as a high frequency rate of pulses. On the other hand, we can say it's okay, we have a great PRP. Let's say now, okay, as 1 microsecond, but I mean, that's okay, just let's say it's okay, 1 millisecond. That will mainly mean that, okay, as we in this case is okay, really have okay as a low frequency. That is going to is okay, be 1 kilohertz. Okay. Now goes Now back, yes, okay, the first equation that we talked about, yes, okay, what did we use as, okay, you can say as, okay, as standard, yes, okay, of speech, yes, okay, to calculate your depth. We used as, okay, the speed of sound. Basically, it was 1.54 millimeters per microsecond. Okay, where we is okay, roughly is okay, divided that by 2 is okay when we multiply that by okay, the coordinate sunshine. Okay. Now what we is okay get from this part here of the equation is going to be, and that's why I say is okay, one thing that you would need to remember is just okay, what happens when you divide 1.54 by 2, or we can say it's okay 1,540 being divided by 2. Okay, in this case, yes, okay, that was the unit. As okay, numerical value, it will mean going to yes, okay, be meters per second, or the same speed of sound, but just expressed in okay as meters per second. Okay, so we can actually say it's okay that will be it's okay 7,700 meters per second. Did that make sense? Okay, but say yes, okay, in this chapter here is okay, mainly is okay as we use in the diagnostic image, you say it's okay that the distance between, let's say, this marker here and this marker here was a centimeter. It may, yes, okay, it just comes down to, yes, okay, how many centimeters do we have? Yes, okay, 770 meters. And since we, yes, okay, go from a bigger unit to find, yes, okay, or yes, okay, determine its worth in a smaller unit, you have just, okay, multiply this number here. Sorry, 770. And the question then just comes as, okay, how many centimeters are there in a meter? That would be 100. So we actually just, okay, get 77,000 centimeters. So goes the equation here is going to be that's 77,000. Okay, so that's going to just okay give us the PRF. It's going to be 77,000. And please keep in mind that okay, this here is going to just okay be in hertz divided by yes, okay, the imaging depth. Or as we said here, that's okay, we're going to be as okay. Also formally that okay, as the depth of the image. What did we mean by that? That means okay, just the distance from here to here. And since it's okay, that is measured in centimeters. Where this number here is still just okay derived from is okay your speed of sound. So that's 77 centimeters, okay, 77,000 centimeters actually means a distance which is going to be as okay 770 meters, which is okay as approximately as okay 2 or as okay 3/4 of a kilometer. Or we can say something approximately half of a mile. That would have been as okay the distance that a sound wave is okay would have been able to travel in 1 second. And since it's okay, we use here seconds, that's why. We can do this. Since we use seconds here, that's why it's okay your PRF that you get from SOK doing the math here is going to SOK be expressed in hertz. Well, where you straight out from this equation here, so okay, can say that okay, yes, PRF is going to okay be inversely proportional to the depth of image. Where this number here is constant. Why do we QE 77,000? Mainly because, okay, the imaging of depth that we are measuring are using, or that's okay, the unit that we're using to measure the image of depth is in centimeters. Okay, per seconds. And okay, the per second factor means, okay, causes that, okay, as your unit frequency of the pulse repetition, or your PRF is going to, okay, you expressed in hertz, or calculated in hertz. Clear? Where did we get this 77,000 from? Mainly it's okay, just that speed of sound, which is okay here was meters per second. Okay, halved. Now we can make it okay, just convert this meter part here into centimeters, which mainly mean that okay, as this got to be multiplied by 100. Okay, so that means as okay will mean that okay, as the sound is able to travel as okay, this great of a distance here. Now just keep in mind in centimeters per second. But when we halve that, it means okay, this becomes, we can say okay, this becomes 1/7. Sorry. And okay, yes, this becomes okay, another 7. And then there's okay, the zeros. So it's okay. This will be in centimeters per second. Right. So if you're able to travel, yes, okay, 7,000 or 77,000 centimeters per second. That will mainly also mean that, okay, yes, that your PRF in this case here, which is going to just, okay, be in simple hertz. Why hertz? Mainly because the time of the unit of time here is in seconds. Okay. But that was okay if your distance was, let's say if your distance, okay, was 1 centimeter. No, sorry. 77,000 centimeters. Okay, it will take us, okay, a pulse 1 second to travel this distance and return back. So you actually will have, okay, as, sorry, a PRF which would have been, yes, okay, 77,000 divided by the depth, which was, okay, that's also 77,000 centimeters, for instance. And okay, you would have had, okay, as a PRF of 1. Okay, now this thing is like, it's crazy to talk about that. Okay, so what it actually also can mean is that, okay, yes, that because this is going to be standard divided as, okay, by, as, okay, your imaging depth. Now, if for instance, okay, say that our imaging depth, for instance, okay, maybe let's say simply 7.7 centimeters. Right, okay. That will mainly mean that, okay, in this instance here is, okay, our PRF will be equal to, yes, okay, 77,000 divided by 7.7 is going to be, yes, okay, 10,000 hertz. Or we can say it's, okay, 10 becomes 10. This 1,000 here is, okay, it just becomes a kilo. And then hertz. Did that make sense? Which mainly means that, okay, if our image depth was not 7,700 or 77,000 centimeters, but 7.7 centimeters, that it actually is, okay, we actually have is, okay, 1,000 pulses. Oh, sorry, 10,000 pulses going back and forth in 1 second. What that means is, okay, just make sure PRF, the number of pulses per second, a frequency of 10 kilohertz or 10,000 hertz. or as we can say, Chinese L10. Now that one comes as okay, 10 raised to the power 3. Or we can even just go and say, yes, okay, it becomes 10 raised to the power 4 hertz. Did you girls get that?
Yes.
Right, okay. Whereas we can say, is okay, what if the so basically, it's okay, greater PRF is lesser depth. Okay. When this whole is okay, relationship is okay, we just keep is okay. This here is a standard number derived from is okay, your speed of sound expressed in centimeters per second, mainly because okay, the frequency calculated here is going to it's okay per second. What per second is okay means okay, pulses per second. And since the expression is okay, pulses per second, that means okay, cause here PRF will become or will be as okay hertz and or yes okay any equivalent of okay as that number of hertz okay that you have calculated. Any questions, goals? So unfortunately, it's okay. Most likely it's okay, just okay as an equation that you will need to remember. Okay. And just make sure that you understand that y is okay, this one here is and it's okay, such a big number, mainly because it comes from it's okay, centimeters per second. But where did this number here come from? It was made as okay, derived from yes, okay. In soft tissue. Does anybody have any questions? Any question, girls?
No.
Okay. Now just check your what should I call it? Okay, lunch break. And when we come back, we can see if we can do these questions here is okay at the back of at the end of the chapter together and see if we get time enough to do it's okay. It's okay. Questions from this chapter is okay in the exam review as well. Okay. So should I say SU goes back at 1 o'clock? Is that fair? Okay, girls, have fun, children. Okay, welcome back, girls. Ladies. Now let's look. So we are on page 111. Question 1. So a sound wave is created by a transducer. It reflects off an object and returns to the transducer. So when it talks about it's okay, reflects off an object and return. We can mean it's okay if this going to is okay be expressed in time, that will be as okay your PRP go and return time, or it's okay time off flight. Okay. But what they mainly say here is okay, the depth of the reflector is 10 centimeters. So that's okay. What we have is depth of reflector. Now, what is the go and return time? Right. Okay. Okay. And as I said earlier, now mainly it's okay. We were given is okay the depth of reflector, which was 10 centimeter. And based on this, it's okay, they ask us to calculate the go and return time, which is going to be as okay the depth multiplied by the standard number, which would be as okay 13 microseconds. Yeah, so we can actually say that, okay, in this case, yes, okay, our go and return time is going to be, yes, okay, 1300 microseconds. Did that make sense? Okay. Is that clear?
Yes.
Good. Okay. Now, just okay to play a little game. That's okay. You see an answer that says 1.3 microseconds. That would have been in case that your depth was 0.1 centimeter. Or this 0.1 centimeter actually would have been a depth of, okay, yes, 1 millimeter. Okay. We can go on to question number 2. Okay, now the reason that they gave option C as an answer was mainly as, okay, if you didn't knew that, okay, yes, that this 13 microsecond here is, okay, accounted for the go and return time of 1 centimeter. Okay, and most people say, okay, I'll take this here as, okay, as the total distance. Okay, and say, okay, this, okay, that's not what it says. It said the depth of the reflector. Okay, so it means, okay, there's going to be your depth of the reflector, or depth of image multiplied by 13 will give you, okay, the total time that it takes you to go and come back for each pulse. Is that clear? Now let's just look at question number 2. Now a sound wave is created by a transducer and reflects off an object and returns to the transducer. Yeah. Now what they are giving us here is, okay, as the go and return time is 26 microseconds. So we can make it, okay, you have been giving us, okay, the go and return time, which is 26 microseconds. Now they may, as, okay, just ask us, okay, where is the depth of the reflector? Okay, which may mean that, okay, so this was our image. And it took us, okay, a pulse 26 microseconds to go and come back. They may, yes, okay, just going to, they may, yes, okay, asking us, then what is the depth? And that's why I say, as, okay, giving us, okay, the PRP, doing is, okay, just get the depth by, as, okay, dividing is, okay, the go and return time. Or PRP, or time of flight, is going to just, okay, be divided by 13, which here is 26 divided by 13, which becomes 2 centimeters. Clear? Okay. Option D, as in dog or donkey, would have been the correct answer for this question here had they asked, what is the total distance? He says, okay, it's traveled by the pulse. then that would have been that 2 centimeters mainly as okay, just being doubled. And that would have been as okay, 4 centimeters, which would have been the total distance of the pulse traveling, which would have been distance traveling back and forth. Ah, okay, shit. Sorry, that was me. Yes, okay, what they're just asking. Question number 3. So same data, same everything, right? Okay, you've been given us okay the go and return time of 26 microseconds. But then they just okay, what is the total distance traveled of the pulse? Okay, so 26 divided by 13. Okay. It's going to be 2, but then the double of that is going to be 4 centimeters, which becomes just okay, the total distance traveled by the pulse. Did you guys get that? Any questions, ladies? Yes, girls, any questions?
No.
Go question number 4. Now here it says, okay, the maximum imaging depth, or yes, okay, depth of view during an ultrasound exam is 10 centimeters. So you guess, okay, the depth, that is 10 centimeters. What does that mean? That, okay, if this was our image, we can mean say, okay, at this distance here. That would have been 10 centimeters. Clear? Now, what happens is, okay, the sonographer is, okay, adjust the depth to 20 centimeters. So, okay, we can mean says, okay, that's actually is, okay, going to get changed to, as okay, we can say, again, our greater depth, which will be 20 centimeters. Okay. Now, what happens to the pulse repetition period? So maybe it's okay, what happens to the pulse repetition period from 10 centimeters to 20 centimeters? Clear? Okay. They are not asking us, okay, what is going to be as okay, the new PRP or something like that. They just asking, okay, what happens? Now we made as okay, can just say it's okay that both of these is okay here are directly proportional. And then you can say, well, okay, if I travel at a constant speed and I double the distance that I'm going to travel, what's going to happen? That's meaning going to mean that okay, the PRP is going to be doubled. Or if you want, yes, okay, do the numbering. You can say, yes, okay, what's going to be the PRP for a blue? That's going to be, yes, okay, your depth multiplied by 13, which means, yes, okay, it becomes, yes, okay, 130 microseconds. What's going to be, yes, okay, the PRP for your blue, okay, for the 20 centimeters depth for each pulse is just going to be the same. 20 multiplied by 13. So what do you have? 260. Yes, microseconds. And you would know just like, okay, yes. Like the double of 13 is 26. Likewise, at the double of 130 going to be as okay, 260. So the same question is okay, if they go on and say, okay, but then okay, what is your depth or sorry, the PRP, outgo and return time, or time of flight. Then we're having yes, okay, for 20 centimeters, going to be as okay, 260 microseconds for each pulse. Okay, so it's actually as okay, just doubled. Yeah, whereas if you went the other way and say it's okay, we started at 20 centimeters. And okay, yes, reduce the depth to 10 centimeters. Then your PRP is going to be as okay, half. I'm going to it's okay, become halved. Because then you went from 2600 or 260 microseconds to 1300 microseconds. I was like 130 microseconds. They actually says, okay, they're halved. But just because, okay, we half the depth, that's going to cause that, okay, yes, the PRP is going to be halved as well. Did you girls get that? The answer would have been the same even at they ask, okay, as giving you the same and say, okay, what happens to, let's say, not the PRP, but even if they ask, okay, that's what happens to, yes, okay, the total distance traveled by pulse. But okay, of course, it's going to be about double. Or if you went in the opposite direction. Yes, okay, of course, yes, okay, the total distance traveled by pulse is going to half. Okay. These numbers here, I mean, it's okay, just to give you an example, but like, okay, that's not really what they asked about. So as long as, okay, as you know your relationships, you should be more than good. Right? Yep. Question number 5. Now, the maximum depth during an ultrasound exam is 10 centimeters. Now, is okay because the depth is 10 centimeters. Clear? Okay. The sonographer has, okay, adjust the imaging depth to 20 centimeters. So he actually has, okay, increases the depth to 20 centimeters. Now, what happens to the pulse repetition frequency? Clear? Okay. Now we can make says, okay, here is okay, the depth is just doubled. Clear, which mainly will mean that, okay, yes, you can say it's okay. Since the depth is doubled, that's why it's okay. We can say it's okay that the PRP is doubled. Clear, which means it's okay, we'll call it okay, the PRF is going to be halved. You can mainly says, okay, now if you just do it, let me say yes, okay. Yeah, what will be the PRF? That would be yes, okay, that's 7,000. No, it's okay here, just divided by 10. Which means, okay, it just comes out to this because this, and our frequency actually is going to be as okay. 7,700 hertz. Did that make sense? Right, okay. Whereas, but that only is okay, what had been your answer if they ask, okay, as what was the PRF in this case here? Or as okay, as we can say here. Because okay, what we make sure know is that okay, the PRF is going to yes, okay, reduce to half. Okay. But yes, okay, you want yes, okay, calculate your PRF if the tour of the depth of the imaging was okay, yes, 20 centimeters. That's just going to be that you still yes, okay, divide 7,700 or 70,000 77,000 with. Now that's okay here by 20. So you can mainly say that okay, yes. Kush. Okay. This may cut this. And roughly speaking, yes, okay, that's going to become 3,850 hertz. Clear? Or you can say that will become yes, okay, 3,000 or 3.85. And you don't really have to just okay, write 0 kilohertz. So here you can mainly see as okay that this number here is okay is lesser than this. Oh yes, okay, it actually is okay. Your PRF actually is okay, halves as you double the depth. Did you ladies get that? But in this case, as okay, actually don't have just okay, do the math, it's straightforward. That okay, yes. Me is okay based on the relationship between PRF and depth. That you get that is okay from the equation, mainly because okay, your depth of image is that is the denominator of your equation, which means it's okay, just make it inversely proportional to your PRF. Or you can say it's okay, PRP and depth were directly proportional. PRP and PRF were inversely proportional. That makes PRF and depth inversely proportional as well to one another. Did you ladies get that? Now again, yes, okay, we go, yes, okay, let's see, yes, okay, that the depth is 10 centimeters. Okay, but here is okay, the sonographer is okay, adjust the depth to 5 centimeters. So what is that adjustment? We actually is okay, we can say it's okay, that we decrease the depth. Okay. Now what they just asking is, okay, what happens to your pulse repetition period? Now just what we have done again and again and again and again. Or we can mean says, okay, just based on the relationship here, that okay, that is what is okay, directly proportional to that. There you can say, okay, this is a greater depth. So you will have, okay, as a greater PRP. This one here is a lower depth, so you will have, okay, as a lower PRP. Clear? How short or how longer of a PRP? Well, okay, the depth is reduced to half. So yes, okay, the PRP is also going to, it's okay, to reduce to or by half. Or if you don't believe that, well, okay, you can always do the math. Because what was going to be, okay, your PRP in the 10 centimeter instance. That was 10 multiplied by 13. Which was okay, as our favorite is okay, 1300 microseconds. Or 130 microseconds. Okay. As mean, it says, okay, over here is going to just, okay, be 13 multiplied, we can say, okay, 5 multiplied by 13. It doesn't really matter. Right, okay, which is going to be as, okay, 60. 65 microseconds. Did that make sense?
Yes, yes, makes sense.
Okay. And you still want to confirm, yes, okay, you can still say, okay, 65 to multiply by 2 equals, or 30, what you have. Whichever. That's okay. It is actually, that's okay. After. So it's all, that's okay. You didn't really need to do these as okay calculations here, but that means okay, just to prove the fact. Okay. You can maybe say, okay, it's going to half. Question number 7. Gracias again. That's pretty much it. Now, sound is created by a transducer. It reflects off an object and returns to the transducer. Okay, good. The imaging depth is 10 centimeter. What is the maximum pulse repetition frequency? So yes, okay, that means okay, say, well, okay, we have a depth which was 10 centimeters. Okay, what does that mean? Now, I mean that okay, so if you're scanning somebody, we can mean it says okay, that this here is okay, that will be the depth, which is 10 centimeters. But based on yes, okay, this information here that they're asking us, yes, okay, what is the PRF? Clear, and just remember, okay, yes, the number that we're going to get is going to just, okay, be in hertz. But we can still say, okay, that our formula is PRF is equal to 77,000 divided by here the depth, which becomes, sorry, oh my lord, $77,000 divided by 10. Now, straightforward, the easiest way to do it. This cuts this, and what are you left with? 7,700 hertz. Which then also is okay, can be equal to 7.7 kilohertz. Right. Okay. Or we can say it's okay, 7.7 multiplied by 10 raised to the power 3 hertz. Or if you don't want to be, it's okay to be, it's okay in decimal numbers and so on. So you can still, that's okay, see this will be, it's okay, equal to 77 multiplied by 10 raised to the power 2 hertz. Okay. But we have, okay, as this one here as an answer. But either of these answer here is okay, going to be correct. Okay. The reason that option 1 or A is not correct, although yes, okay, gives us yes, okay. We can say okay, the number that we got, but it doesn't have a unit. Okay. So this 7.7 or 7,700 without a unit could be anything. Okay. And it's wrong mainly because, okay, your PRF is not unitless. PRF is going to be expressed in the unit of frequency because it just is an example of frequency. What's the frequency of pulses? Okay, which may mean how many pulses are being produced in a second. Did you girls get that? Question number 9. So 8. Now, sound wave is created by a transducer and reflects off an object and returns to the transducer. Okay, we've been talking about that ever since we started this chapter. Okay. The maximum imaging depth now here is 7.7 centimeters. So what is the PRF? So they're asking us, okay, what is the PRF if depth is not 10 centimeters, not 11 centimeters, but it's 7.7 centimeters. Clear? And I already did that math just okay earlier, but we can still say it's okay. The PLF equals to our favorite fixed number here, 77,000. Now that's going to just okay be divided by the depth, which will be 7.7. Okay. When you convenience, okay, that will become 10,000. 10,000 what? Hertz. This 10,000 hertz actually is okay, also can be 10 is 10. The 1,000 can just okay become a kilo, and hertz is hertz. Or this can also be written as that 10 is still 10. You can say, okay, kilo is going to be as okay, 10 raised to the power 3. And your hertz is still hertz. Or you can even go and say, well, okay, 1. Then you can calculate 10 kilos. But that you're 10. And we can say, okay, me it's okay, just add 1 here. And okay, it becomes hertz. So this 10 raised to the power 3 plus 1 becomes, like you say, the new 10 raised to the power 4. Did that make sense? Did that make sense, girls?
Yes. Now 10 microseconds. Oh, sorry, not 10. 100 microseconds. That would actually have been as I had they asked us about with the PRP. Okay, then in this case, yes, okay, your PRP would have been 10 microseconds. No, not 10, sorry. 100 microseconds. Okay. Now, if you first had, okay, it's a PRP of just, okay, 100 microseconds, then it can mean it says, okay, the PRF could have been, it's okay, 1 over. I could have had, that's okay, had been 1 over the 100 of a megahertz. And this megahertz was going to just, okay, be 608, so 6. Because that says, okay, these two is okay, we'll cut out these two. So what do you have now? So what are you left with? Just 10,000 hertz. Well, it's okay if you know the unit for, it's okay. A frequency, you can make it's okay. Exclude option D. And then you just have to remember it's okay, your formula, what to, it's okay. What to divide by what. Okay. We can go on and say it's okay. Question number 9. Now, sound wave created by a transducer reflects off an object and returns to the transducer. Okay, the go and return time is 130 microseconds. So you guess it's okay. Oh my lord. The PRP is 130 microseconds. What is the imaging depth? Or what is the maximum PRF? Okay. Now we can mainly say, okay, now what do we get from here? Because it's okay, to get the PRF, what do we need? We need a depth. Right? Clear? So where are we going to get that depth from? We can mainly say, okay, your 130 microseconds, that's okay, here is okay, divided by 13. That will give you, yes, okay, the depth, which in this instance here is going to, yes, okay, be a total of 10 centimeters. And that's going to be the depth that we put down here. So that's okay in our equation that we have, which is 77,000, sorry. Now, yes, okay, divided by 10. So what do we get? We already did this math earlier. Just cut this, and okay, so it becomes 7,700 hertz over 7, or 7.7 kilohertz, or blah blah bleep bleep bloop bloop. Clear? Option C, as in cat, had been the correct answer had they just asked us, okay, what is the depth if your PRP is 1300 seconds? Oh, 130 microseconds, sorry. Clear? Those calculations is okay we did earlier in the exercise. Did you girls get that? Any question, ladies? Nope.
So whenever the depth, you have to find it, you just have to divide by that 13 rule, right? Divide the whatever they gave you.
Well,
by.
it depends upon what you're given, my dear.
That's what I'm
Fine.
saying, like,
Okay.
if you get the number they give and you have to find the depth, you just divide by that 13. whatever microseconds they give you.
My dear, if they give you is okay the PRP, you're given okay as a certain number of PRP, whichever number that is. Or go and return time, or yes, okay, time of flight. This PRP can be yes, okay, expressed in any. Okay, by any of those other two names as well. Whatever number you get here, we can say it's okay. 39. Yes, okay, when you divide that by the depth of image, that's when yes, okay. No, sorry, divided by yes, okay, sorry. 13, exactly. That is going to give you yes, okay. The depth of image. Clear? Whereas, okay, yes. If you multiply these two, that is going to give you yes, okay, your PRP. So here you can say, okay, the image depth, yes, okay. A distance, yes, okay, that would have been 3 centimeters. But then if you, yes, okay, multiply this 3 centimeters, yes, okay, you multiply that by 13. You get 39. Which, okay, is your PRP. Okay. So it's all dependent upon us, okay, what is it that they give you and what is it that they ask you to calculate? You can't say, well, okay, any number I'm given is okay, I'm just going to divide that by 13. Okay, because if they give you the depth and tell you, yes, okay, or so, okay, you can't just go on and say, okay, I'm just going to, yes, okay, blindly divide that by 13. It's only going to be the PRP divided by 13 that will give you the depth. Mainly because the depth multiplied by 13 is going to become the PRP. Okay, girls, just go back to, yes, okay, to, yes, it says, okay, page 476. And you will see, yes, okay, question 254. Now, how long does it take for a sound wave to make a round trip? Now, what do you mean by a round trip? That you go and you come back, right? That will become a round trip. Okay. To and from the skin surface to a reflector that is 1 centimeter deep into soft tissue. So what the mania said here was, okay, yes, how long will it take a pulse to make a round trip? So yes, okay, go to a depth of 1 centimeter. And it's okay, this round trip here is okay. It was going to just okay be 13 microseconds per 1 centimeter of round trip. In accordance to your your 13 microsecond rule. Or we can mainly say, okay, because what the main asking us, okay, what's going to be the PRP? So that's means, okay, just going to be, we can say, okay, sorry. 13 microseconds multiplied by the imaging depth, which in this case is 1 centimeter. So yes, okay, our PRP is mainly as okay, just going to be as okay, 13 microseconds. And that's why I say yes, okay, just keep in mind, okay, the 13 microsecond mean is okay, talks about 1 centimeter of depth, but that counts for as okay, the time it takes the pulse to go and return. Okay. Whereas, okay, if I said in this same question here, but okay, yes, not talk about round trip, but I mean, it's okay. How long or how much time will it take the pulse to go to a depth of 1 centimeter? Then that's going to be as okay, 6.5 microseconds. Like I just said, okay, how long is it going to take the pulse not to go, but just okay, just to return? It's going to be the same. But these two areas together means okay, becomes go and return, or 1 centimeter depth is going to still be as okay, 13 microseconds. Did that make sense? Question 255. Now, in soft tissue, sound travels to a reflector and back to the transducer in 39 microseconds. So what the mean is okay, just give it here was okay as the PRP or the word that's okay. Travels to a reflector and back. So we can mean is okay, the go and return time. But they gave us that and says, okay, that is 39 microseconds. How deep is the reflector? So the mean is okay, just asking us, that's okay, the depth of reflector, the depth of image, if you want to put it that way. Now that's just going to be as okay, these 39 microseconds here, sorry. That's okay. Divided by 13. Which equals to 3 centimeters. Okay. Where, okay, had it been the same question with the same data, and they had asked, okay, as Instead of it's okay, depth reflected, I said, okay, the total distance of, that's okay, traveled by pulse. Then over having, yes, okay, these 3 centimeters, yes, okay, multiply by 2, which becomes 6 centimeters. Okay, sorry. That was question 256. Then you read 236, yes, okay. The initial wording, okay, maybe just in a different way, but okay, yes, it means all the same. In soft tissue, yes, okay, sound travels to a reflector back to a translucent 39 microseconds. What is the total distance the pulse traveled? Yeah. Question number 257. Now, one reflector is 5 times deeper than another. You can mean it's okay, you say we have an image here. Let's just say, okay, it's fine. 1.6 here, okay, this one here is at a depth of 1 centimeter. So yeah, we can say it's okay, this one here is going to be as like a number that's 5 times greater than 1, which will be as okay, 5 centimeters, right, okay. The time of flight to the deeper structure is dash times the time of flight of the shallower structure. So the main is okay, just asking how many times greater or lesser is the PRP to this structure compared to this one up here. And it's going to just okay, take it 5 times greater amount of time to reach to yes, okay, there's greater depth here. Compared to yes, okay, the shallow depth. Right, okay, or as we could say, (13 multiplied by 1) gives us okay as a PRP of 30 microseconds. Okay, whereas okay, yes, 13 multiplied by 5 gives us okay as that yes, okay, pulse repetition period of 65 microseconds. So it increases as okay 5 times as the depth of the imaging increases 5 times. Or the time of flight is going to just okay increase 5 times, or what we call PRP, or the go and return time. Did that make sense?
Yes.
Good. Now, what are you guys going to do tomorrow?
Eat.
Eat? Why?
Yeah.
Have you been fasting today?
I'm eating more than I did today.
Okay. Bon appetit. What else?
Sleeping.
Weeping.
Sleeping.
Sleeping. Oh, okay. I was like, okay,
I'm working tomorrow.
you're working tomorrow. Okay, you are to make good money then. Why did not pay you how 1.5?
I don't know. Working Dunkin' Donuts, so I don't know.
Well, okay, America run on Duncan. And had not been for okay. Just okay, yes. Symbolic, anyways. Okay, Ghost, if you just okay blow up the fireworks, make sure that you don't blow up your hands and legs with it. Via eye protection, that's all. Okay. And if you don't know how to handle firework, then don't. Okay, it may sound like okay, it's just a rocket, a firecracker. Whereas okay, if that firecracker booms in your hand, you may as okay lose a finger or two. Or maybe it's okay, whatever. So yeah. Okay, girls, but anyways, if you have time between eating and sleeping, watching is okay, the fireworks or firing on the fireworks, try to just okay look into the book as well, okay? So okay, on Monday, not on Monday, sorry. I guess I see you ladies back on Wednesday with chapter number 8. Okay, and we actually just okay going to be talking a little bit about yes, okay, our joystick. That we call yes, okay, the transducer. Okay, how that is made up, and okay, that's why we say that okay, as things such as period, frequency, exacta, wavelength was determined by source, and mentioned that okay, that source being as okay, the transducer. So things like that is going to become more obvious or clear as we do chapter number 8. A piece. Okay, girls, well, have a happy 4th of July. Stay safe. Okay, and don't eat so much that you throw up. And don't sleep so long that you won't wake up. Okay, girlies, take care. Have fun then.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay, bye, dear.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.